working on the stream. Eric, on your mic is not working, or your audio isn't on, I think, on your stream. Also, let me know if you want me to join for casting, otherwise I can pop up. Okay. Five minutes. Wow.
I'm cooking a pizza.
Wow.
What malicious TV is Sludge about to recommend to me? Hello.
That work? Okay, now the fucking audio should be working.
How are we expecting the tears to
I'm not sure what they're playing.
They are playing
SMXYBW DPP ADV. Okay, Actuarily is probably favored in BW DPP.
DPP.
ADV is like
Maybe
even.
they're kind of new.
SM and XY are Idyll favored.
It's very surprising Actuarily didn't force SS here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call this set it's 1 on at 2080. That's my prediction.
You need someone to confirm whether stream audio is working or not. I still don't think it is. Oh, okay, it looks like it's working. I think you might have to turn the volume up a little.
Now? I'm not sure. Hard to tell.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, that didn't work. Okay.
Okay, I think the audio is working now. But my head there's levels are really.
Yeah, I know. Okay, does this work now? Yes, I think so. Okay.
Oh yeah, boys, we got Zika. Oh yeah.
But yeah, we're just waiting for the two players to get online here. It was delayed a little bit.
It opens sponges in the middle of the conversation and he gets interrupted at work.
I love Smart Tours. Let's go.
On Smart Tours?
We are, in fact, on Smart Tours.
DPP Gaming inbound. All right. So
Okay,
we have
the
Idyll
DPP
using
game.
the. Oh yeah. So Idyll starts out by using a good Pokemon, Mew. Heatran on lead is interesting. Obviously the Swampert pressures that out, but has to fear for Hidden Power Grass. So, all right. A fairly offensive Mew set then.
Yeah.
He turned into Latias. One makes sense off lead. Good defensive backing there for that switch.
Right. Still trying to get audio 100% right. So if it's wrong, let me know.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, okay. We do have the Zapdos and the Latias. We see a Heatran for both sides. Swampert just switched out under threaten of Hidden Power. We see no leftovers revealed on the Heatran. What do you guys think the Heatran item is? Could be a lot of different things. But,
Well, I'm thinking it's either Shuka or Scarf.
I'm used to seeing Shuka in this tier.
Yeah. Shuka just makes sense, but there we go.
Idyll.
Scarf is revealed. Oh, wow. Okay. So, love that.
Oh, yes.
That is a wonderful start to this game.
We have exploded.
Damn.
We neutral the board.
Does get the drop on a lot of important things. It does well into Latias that isn't carrying Hidden Power Ground, but in this case, everything seems to have neutralized.
Yeah, even trade 2 for 2 there. Do see the Swampert revealed is more than favored than the Heatran on Act side.
Yeah, I think after losing his Latios really definitely favors Idyll.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
Now, okay. Some pretty similar thoughts going into the builder from both of these players, or whoever built for them.
Literally. Imp on top trades here. T-Tar does not like this board state. The T-Tar probably needs to switch out into whatever the last is. I don't think the Heatran wants to switch in either. We see Gyarados. That it does actually like the position. We're seeing a Metagross come in here, though. And Idyll's end. Also pretty safe here.
Now, Metagross doesn't usually carry Thunder Punch in this gen, but probably could start doing it. Realistically, though, Gyarados has a pretty reliable Dragon Dance opportunity here. It definitely needs to be careful of double up.
Oh, Celebi revealed here.
Celebi.
Very big Thunder Punch.
There is a Thunder Punch.
Holy shit. The Heatran does like this position, though. We'll threaten a really big Heat Wave here into both Mons. Celebi could have like any number of things, so it's hard to actually know. When T-Tar comes back here, can maybe try to capitalize with Dragon Dance here. Or it might just be Scarf and get like a big crunch off into the Celebi. The Celebi's just going to protect. Yeah, that makes sense. On top will catch the crunch and dodge a Heat Wave. Very nice there for Idyll with that dodge. As the Hitmon top just comes into position here and can threaten a big close combat. Act here probably has to reposition with his own Hitmontop, but his ability to make maneuvers here is kind of running out. We see a Crunch do not very much damage, and a Heat Wave that's faster than the Celebi.
Loves dodging those Heat Waves.
Yeah, it's just going to get a big close combat off and knock out that T-Tar. And honestly, I'm not really sure how the Swampert doesn't just win this game, to completely be honest with you. And yeah, it's just going to protect here. Heat Wave crits this time. Justice, I guess. But the Metagross is going to come out here, get a big Meteor Mash off. And then on top will eat its berry. And Metagross actually lives the Heat Wave, interestingly. Swampbert's going to eat its berry, get it Earth Power off. Shuka revealed. However, Hitmontop really can't take another hit here. It could get a Sucker Punch off here, so this is interesting. However, the Sucker Punch comes off into the other slot, and the Heatran double up is not going to be able to KO the Swampert, so Idyll's going to take this one, aided by a couple Heat Wave dodges. And a very bulky Swampert, whose Citrus Berry recovery was just enough to keep it alive here.
Now, I think that would almost definitely have been a different game without those Heat Wave misses.
Yeah.
Idyll definitely had the upper hand all throughout, with the threat of the Swampert in the back kind of dealing with everything on that team outside of maybe Latias. But we see Idyll take the first game, and it'll be interesting to see what Actuarily forces next.
Yeah, I would expect BW, to be honest. Idyll doesn't really like BW to the first place anyways, but I'm not really sure how much Heat Wave mattered there, because like the Hitmontop was relatively healthy and it was most likely carrying a berry, right?
Well, from the crit,
I think the real difference maker in that game was Buddha taking out the Swampert checks.
Yeah, I agree. Well, the crit's double damage, right? And the Hitmontop was at -1. So yeah, I think this first Heat Wave would have taken it down to like.
Yeah.
It probably would have ended the turn at like 60%, I want to say. maybe a little less. Oh, he actually goes ADV next. Interesting. So we see
Well,
Tauros plus Zapdos lead here into the Metagross from Zapdos lead here from Act.
hmm
Big Zapdos lead
Now,
gaming. Metagross a little bit favored here, but is threatened by an Earthquake.
now Tauros Zapdos is basically just the most reliable lead in ADP at the moment. The only thing that really threatens it is opposing Intimidate alongside something faster than Zapdos, or faster than Tauros. Now, I'm fairly certain I know what's in the back on Idyll's team, mostly because I've asked him to paste. But we're gonna see what that Metagross does here.
Yeah, for sure.
Zapdos has a ton of options. There's always the just standard get damage Thunderbolt click, but ooh, okay. Very
Okay,
nice.
very interesting turn. We see the light screen come out from Idle Zapdos. So both Zapdos actually setting up here. So Rain Dance indicates there's most likely a Kingdra or something of the like in the back. Could be Ludicolo, could be Kingdra, could be
Yeah.
both.
It's
Yeah, there's a
likely both,
Ludicolo.
because you'd want the pressure from both. Now, Zapdos always has that one move slot where it can click kind of something that helps the rest of the team win better. Because it doesn't need anything more than Thunderbolt and a hidden power, either grass or ice. But now Ludicolo takes far too much damage coming in, and so it really needs to make use of this fake out turn to position the right Pokemon next to itself.
I don't think he's going to go for fake out. I think you just pump the Tauros slot.
Yeah. Yeah, well, more like using the threat of fake out to get something here.
Yeah.
And of course, that light screen makes a huge difference into Rain, just because the duration of both of them match up
Right.
perfectly, and they're with either Regice.
Regice is crazy.
The
Gets in for
perfect
free.
answer to most special attacking based teams.
Yeah. It's not going to like that Metagross in the back, but the Metagross in the back's not really going to get a free switch in here anyways.
Mhm.
So the Zapdos just
Yeah, the
protecting
biggest
there,
thing
catching two attacks. Well played there by Idyll.
I think the biggest thing here is if Idyll has a way to hit that Metagross, then Regice can take on almost the entire rest of Actuarily's team, depending on what he has in the back.
Big
Okay,
Hydro
and there
Pump
we
double
see-
up.
Mm-hmm.
Wins the speed tie in chat.
Maybe not. Probably not. Probably not.
It's not.
This
That
Zapdos moved
is
first
slightly,
every single time.
it's slightly slower.
We see a Tauros switch in here, probably indicating an Ice Beam. Yeah. The Ice Beam goes into the Ludicolo, knocking out that first Rain Abuser. Actually, probably forced to go out into Kingdra here if he has it, or something of the like, just to take down this Tauros before it can move. But the Regice is kind of sitting pretty here again, in front of this Zapdos that can't really touch it and is heavily threatened by an Ice Beam.
I'm wondering, like, assuming Kingdra is in the back, what the other two Pokemon would be. Like, you would really want a Tauros of your own, and that would be a fine swap
Yeah.
that you could get from the Zapdos slot. But if he doesn't have something fast or doesn't have an Intimidate, then there's likely issues from the rest of what Idyll has.
Right, yeah. Light Screen will be ending, but so will Rain. However, the Zapdos is healthy. It might be able to get another one. But yeah, here's the Hydro Pump. That's just going to knock out the Tauros. And we'll see if Actuarily managed to catch that Ice Beam on the Metagross slot. He did not. The Ice Beam actually going to go to the Kingdra, get a huge freeze. XD. The T-Tar
now
comes
this
in
is
here.
very interesting.
Very aggressive T-Tar play there. Under threat of the Metagross. However, T-Tar is usually like fast, right? So you might be making the assumption that the Metagross is not. He's threatening like an earthquake here, from that T-Tar.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, Metagross, it does occasionally run close to max speed, but I think that was more popular when Metagross was running everywhere in the explosion meta. You want to speed tie opposing Metagross.
Uh-huh.
Kingdra not having Lumberry though is kind of crazy because there is no item that really matters on it outside of Lum.
This is very surprising to me.
All right, there goes the Kingdra. The T-Tar was actually faster than the Metagross, so did get that that big Earthquake off first. We see the Heracross here. That's a very interesting pick. That does threaten both Pokemon on the board here. Very large amounts of damage, fighting type damage threatened here from that Heracross. We see an Arcanine switch in. We'll weaken both targets. With the Brick Break, the Regice is going to live really low, and a Brick Break from the Salamence comes out. However, the Regice clutch survival there is going to allow it to get a big Ice Beam and KO that Salamence. However, does Idyll have enough here? He might with this Metagross in the back. The T-Tar can't really come in here until this Heracross is dead, but the T-Tar can answer the Zapdos after that. So I think Idyll just needs to double down this, probably Scarf Heracross, given it was faster than the Salamence. So that's usually what they run. Able to get over most of the metagame.
Existed in this chat.
Oh, I'm stupid.
Heracross,
I forgot how
it's
fast
usually,
it is.
well, let's see.
Yeah. The
It is pretty
Mets was
fast,
just slow.
honestly.
The Mets was just slow.
As long as it's faster than Metagross, I think Actuarily has the better chance here. Of course, it depends on Metagross
fast
hitting
the
back with that
Arcanine
Meteor
is.
Mash. Well, Arcanine is almost definitely slower than Zapdos. So Thunderbolt into Arcanine, a Brick Break, or something from Heracross is likely the right play here. Because
Yeah.
I don't think Heracross has a kill on Arcanine.
It shouldn't, yeah.
So yeah.
You have to
It all
kill it with
depends
the
on whether
Zapdos.
Heracross has the opportunity to get that Brick Break into Tyranitar. And of course, Arcanine could have Protect. It could just let Metagross do its thing, and so Actuarily needs to get the call correct on this turn if he wants to pull it back. I'm wondering if a Thunderbolt plus a Brick Break or whatever, or Earthquake actually from Heracross does enough into the Metagross.
Yeah. It's a tough position. I think Act has the advantage here.
Oh. The Heracross could be banded, but
No, I think that's usually what it was. It was always a choice item. Actually taking his time here. I think they really only have one play. Like if the Arcanine has Protect, it's kind of a wash, I think. I guess you could try to greed like something with the Zapdos, but like
so that Arcanine should have Protect. So yeah, you
it
just
does.
need to get the call right here.
Earthquake comes out instead. Not even going to be a 2-hit KO. Icy Wind Metagross is crazy. So it's actually not Choice Lock Heracross, which is interesting.
So
that's crazy.
fun fact,
Fire
Boros
Blast.
is
Okay.
also Icy Wind.
By Heracross. Okay, the Arcanine actually just lived.
It's yeah. I formally apologize to the dog. I treated him poorly.
Damn. So Idyll's gonna take that, aided by some fortune there.
That is an insane click.
I see when Metagross is really funny. I could see it for sure in this tier.
Honestly,
That
just
freeze
slapping Icy Wind on
was
random things
very,
is
very
not good.
unfortunate. Might have been able to get really big damage off into that T-Tar, but was not because of that freeze.
Mhm.
But we'll go up 2-0. I think the Act probably has to go to BW here. I don't really see like why you would save it at this point. You gotta try to take a game here. So we have BW, SM, and XY left. Good set so far. Where is game 3? Donde está game 3?
Oh, well, if it does go to black-white, it is probably closer than most would think. I mean, Actuarily is definitely up there, but Idyll also
Yeah,
has just built some really good black-white.
for sure.
So Act just has to take it up a notch.
Idyll, of course, competent in all these Oldgens. Oh, go to
Gen
7. Interesting choice there from Act.
All right.
We see a Blastoise. This is really funny.
I love that.
I brought literally the exact same 6 into Red Zone in a game earlier, except I had like an Aegislash on it. Versus a Mega Venusaur team. Plus Intimidate for Landorus, support from you, and Genesect, of course, the GOAT. I definitely like
I'm not
Act's
liking how
team
the
better.
ANC looks here.
Yeah, it looks,
Well,
it has a lot of things that threaten it, but it's not bad. Like, it gets good damage off into the Venusaur, and a bunch of the stuff, too. And it can potentially, like, Mega Evolve here and block our rocks. With the fake out support here as well, from the Zera.
Yeah.
And Zera might also just click Snarl.
Volcarona is going to have to put in a lot of work for Actuarily to help with the Venusaur as well as the Genesect. But overall, I think the lead looks okay for both players.
Yeah. Zeraora gets a lot of value into this lead. Potentially with a Snarl or just a fake out. Earth Power is just going to come out and knock it out. And Scarf Earth Power. And the Volcarona is just going to come out here, and it will get a chance to set up here. Like the Landorus is choice locked into something that doesn't really do a whole lot. However, Venusaur might just be able to get like a Leech Seed off here or something. Big turn 1 there for Idyll.
Does a little more than
Probably just like 40.
Volcarona would be comfortable with, but yeah.
Volcarona, one of the deadliest Pokemon in this tier, thanks to Quiver Dance plus Z-Move. Volcarona is actually just going to protect. As Zeraora is going to reposition here. Might get in the Blastoise here for some redirection or something. No, it just goes into the Lando T.
No.
Lando T could be any number of
if
sets
Zeraora
here.
has Bond or something like that, that could be interesting in terms of shutting down what Volcarona wants to do.
Yeah.
Okay, we see a pick out. Do we see
Take out
okay.
leech seed. Venusaur doing what it does best, clicking leech seed. Good to see it. Lando T comes back in, the Scarf here from Idyll. Won't quite catch that Volt Switch, which will just go out into the Venusaur and clear the Leech Seed. Volcarona is going to come back here, and another repositioning with the U-turn. As Zero comes right back in, only to be Leech Seeded again. So Zero takes one turn of Leech Seed from both sides of the field here.
Well, now Act has a somewhat comfortable fake out Quiver Dance opportunity.
Yeah.
It kind of just has to eat a Leech Seed. But that's the only way you're going to make progress here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's the fake out. Actually, good
Who knew
damage. Surprising.
it would be, yeah.
Sort of just like using the leech seed. All right, there's the heat wave.
Huge
big
heat wave
crit.
with a critical hit.
A critical hit onto that Venusaur. The Venusaur probably just clicking Sick Possess though. The Zero will reposition here. Maybe get some of the Blastoise just to like get that follow me support for the Volcarona. Or just the Lando T again. It gets leech seeded again.
Okay.
On the bright side, if you're Act, right, like you didn't see another like a Synthesis or something. There's the Genesect. It's the +1. Probably Scarf here. Otherwise, it doesn't really make sense to go out into it here. It probably doesn't have anything to immediately threaten this Volcarona. Or that too, yeah. The team doesn't really have much ice speed.
Why would it not be banned?
I think Scarf is usually more common in this format, but yeah, banned makes sense here. Yeah, it's probably just gonna be there's the E-speed. Threatens out the Volcarona, which has to protect. So we'll get another fake out off, but the Venusaur wisely getting the Synthesis off, and no longer in any immediate danger. It'll probably force to go back out into like something else. Yeah, there's a Zera, and Venusaur gets its another. How many times until this Venusaur misses? By the way, but Volcarona is steadily getting like chipped down from this Leech Seed. And it's only at +1 and it's still not really doing a whole lot of damage. Venusaur's Fick Fact preventing it from really taking much damage. Idyll Zeraora has taken a fair amount of chip, but still not in range of another Heat Wave. Might be able to get like a Snarl off. A position like it's not like Act hasn't gotten mileage out of this Volcarona, but I think it's still dire because you lost your Mega Evolution on turn 1. And there's still that Tapu Fini in the back, which plus Genesect looks like it might be able to just like clean everything.
Kartana holds some promise for Actuarily. Does decently into Fini and maybe Mew, but of course that depends on.
Oh, there's the +1 C move.
We'll
kill out the.
Dude.
And the Hidden Power whiffs into the Zeraora. However, the Zeraora actually just gets healed from a Volt Switch there. However, the Volcarona makes a really big KO there. It might actually be able to like sweep for the rest of this game now. It depends on getting rid of this Fini. The Fini's kind of like the last thing that might be able to hold up to it.
Fini coming in and possibly indicates a Scarf?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Hmm.
It's a very free position for it to like kind of like get a Calm Mind off or something, right? Not really surprised. And also,
that's true.
like,
There's no big burst damage left from Actuarily's side.
Volt Switch.
We see another Volt Switch. Fascinating.
The Volt Switch actually does good damage to the Fini there, but we do see it's not Scarf. Probably just clicked Calm Mind. I think the position's pretty bad for Idyll, to be honest. It does get a little bit of Leech Seed recovery there, which is kind of clutch, but the Kartana kind of just threatens both Mons. The defensive backbone of of Idyll's team is kind of gone without that Lando T. Genesect still has that choice band speed in the back, but like you can't really come in on these heat waves. Zero probably forced to like volt switch the car or something. It'll go after the.
And the thing is,
Volk.
Volcarona could pick up the KO on Zeraora with Bug Buzz.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there we go. Did we see a tailwind from Cartana?
No,
Not quite. I don't think you need it really.
Volcarona now in swarm range, big damage threatened. He goes out of the Mew. We'll probably catch that. Huge dodge.
Huge.
I don't think it really matters. Yeah, Idyll's kind of just gonna throw in the towel here.
Yeah.
Well played there from Act.
Well, I guess Genesect doesn't have a great wave.
I got a lot of value out of that big turn 1 KO, but like the rest of the team was very, very, very powerful. Volcarona showing why it's kind of a behemoth in this format, right? Like, definitely the premier set of sweeper.
Just ruin the audio.
Let's go.
I love making Ergun paranoid mid-cast.
I don't give a fuck about what you're saying. You're literally providing zero commentary. It's literally just me and Red Zone carrying this shit, bro. Go prep your World Cup game, little bro. Let's see.
I'm prepping draft right now, actually.
Alright, even worse, man.
Draft, yeah.
Sends LinkedIn GIF. I'm just kidding. Yeah, this was a really good game. I really don't like this Mega Venusaur team. I think I've seen it like a couple times from Idyll now. It's kind of just like dirtle. It relies a lot on getting value out of that Feeny. We'll see what Idyll picks here, right? Like XY is like Idyll's strongest format, but it's also a format that Actuarily is very well seasoned in as well. That would be a really good game. We could go to BW, which would also be very competitive. All right, we see Gen 6. All right, let's go. XY time. As we see, interesting rain variation with Mega Diancie, Polytoad Kingdra, supported probably by a Genesect there with most likely CB. As we see a return from the Mega Gengar Hariyama team. At least I think I've seen this team before. Very cool teams here with the Lando Eye and stuff. If that Aegislash is wide guard, it's going to get a lot of value here into that Kingdra core.
And Aegislash is holding the whole fort together, and I don't see a great way for Act to pressure it out.
Yeah. It has to hit it with like single target Hydro. Obviously, I think is going to have to be the big break into it.
Now, well, Talonflame Tailwind does give Idyll an okay shot at making some progress against the Rain Core, but
or it's fucking Bravebirding them with CB Bravebird, to be honest with you. This Thundurus is going to be I think the key for Act. All right, we see a Polytoad Kingdra lead here. They just identified correctly. Friend's a wide guard here if it's carrying that. And Thundurus also got into this rain, threatening like a T-wave or something, right? This is a very interesting rain team from Act. I guess the idea is using the rain to like break the grounds for Diancie. Not that Diancie doesn't even like hate those Pokemon because it just gets to HP ice them. But the YouTube chat's popping off right now, but unfortunately, due to the delay, I can't really interact with the chat in the video. Oh, big paralyze on the DNC, which would not be possible if it had already Mega Evolved. And the eject buttons come out. Life Orb Aegislash revealed, so it might actually not be Wide Guard here.
Wide Guard.
This is that Head Smash team, I think. The one that just this came out in ORASPL and it just like head smashed a Volcanion. It would outspend the Volcanion too and just O-code it.
Fascinating.
We see the Amoonguss come in here.
Well, assuming it's that set, that likely means it's pretty weak into.
Oh my
Gengar.
god!
Oh,
Safety
wow.
goggles, flash
Safety
cannon.
goggles.
Welcome back, Mazar. Knocks out that Mega Diancie before it could even move, thanks to that paralysis.
Mega Diancie having a rough run of it.
Yeah.
This series.
Flash cannon allows Thundurus to turn like one of its most negative matchups into one of its most positive ones, as Mega DNC with that Magic Brow is sorely immune to Thunder Wave. Wow, very big turn. As the Amoonguss doesn't even get any Spore value, although it does reveal that it can't Spore the Thundurus thanks to ignoring that Rage Powder. What does Act do here? He might have to go out into his own.
That does mean that Spore can reliably go into the Aegislash slot.
Yes. Yeah. The Thundurus does come in here. Might get a big Thunder off here into the either the Thundurus or the Aegislash. The Aegislash can cling shield, but that won't block the Spore, right? Wild Charge comes out, so it's revealed to be the Defiant set. So yeah, Hidden Power Ice, that doesn't quite KO it, and Head Smash, there it is. Knocks out that Thundurus, but takes a huge chunk of recoil in the process and dies to the foul play. Actually, it does get a little bit of progress there. And this, although this position looks not great for Act, right? Like the raid in the back is very, very threatening. The Hariyama, the Landorus, and the Talonflame are all very much threatened. Even the Gengar too. And the CBE speed threatens to pick up the Thundurus here. So Act can angle for that Kingdra in the back to really put in a lot of work.
CBE speed is likely not what you want to click next to Mega Gengar, right?
Well, it did click it, so there goes the.
Oh, that's true.
There goes the Thundurus. The question now is, does this Hariyama have Wide Guard? Because that could also carry it, and I could imagine that's what it's doing. And here it comes out. It threatens potentially a fake out. It will take a lot from a CBE speed, though. Kingdra typically runs Life Orb in this format, with like Draco, Hydro Pump, Muddy Water, Protect. However, it does not protect there. E-Speed's going to come out, do a lot as a 2 KO. However, Rain will run out, and with the Gengar trapping the Genesect here, the Genesect's going to get an E-Speed off and kill the Hariyama, but like what comes in after, and that doesn't even kill. But Idyll choosing to just double up that Kingdra, which is very safe. Like the Gengar's not in any danger of being touched by either of these Pokemon, as it just kills the Kingdra. And the last thing that can damage this Gengar is actually that Politoed in the back.
And it's likely in range of Talonflame, Brave Bird, but of course that means it would need to live this choice band speed. Now, does Gengar have what it takes to kill this Politoed in one hit? If it has Sludge Bomb, probably, but it also probably lives anything that Politoed can throw at it, so unless we see something amazing
Helping Hand. That's going to just kill the Landorus. But Energy Ball is revealed. And then this is the KO.
That's tragic. I feel like Genesect.
Not that it matters.
It does not matter, yeah.
Like,
Talonflame lives. Shadow Ball comes out, knocks out the Politoed. And a big Flare Blitz, even in the rain, is just going to be enough to kill that Genesect. So Idyll's going to take this set in 4 games, winning Gen 4 and Gen 3 and Gen 6, with Actuarily displaying another strong showing in Gen 7. Congrats to Idyll for moving on to the finals, where he'll face the winner of Red Zone versus Umbri. And congrats to Actuarily for making it this far. A bit of an unfortunate end there with a bit of the RNG in the Gen 3 and Gen 4, but that's kind of how those gens roll, unfortunately. And Idyll, somehow, XD makes it to the finals. With this very, very interesting XY team. We see the return of it. I forgot some of the text of this team. This team is really cool. With that energy ball, Gengar for like potential Gastrodon matchups and Rain in general. Really funny to see it just not KO there, by the way. But yeah,
I'm wondering if
good set.
just, I don't know, with like investment, but yeah, really strong showing from Idyll as usual. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how he innovates for the finals.
Yep. Or the people building for him innovate for the finals.
Well, if he gets his ADV teams from the same person he got in this round, then some sabotage can be arranged.
Let's go. But yeah, thank you for watching. And I would like to say I would cast the game tomorrow, but I don't know if I'll be awake. So yeah, hopefully. But yeah, thanks for watching. And yeah, see you next time.